Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
Could you tell me which kind of payment you'll choose?
We're going to pay by check.
Will you please have the check certified?
If you think it is necessary.
It's just our policy. We would accept a certified check or a direct bank remittance.
Okay, no problem.
Were you late for work this morning?
Yes, I was. I was almost an hour late.
What did you say to your boss?
I said I was terribly sorry. But he said it was quite all right.
Your boss was really nice.
No, he didn't scold me because he was late, too.
Hello, this is Li Bo speaking.
Hi, I am Lu Ming. I am calling to tell you that I have got the job.
Oh, that is wonderful. Congratulations.
I really feel grateful to you for your reference. They have mentioned this in the job interview.
Don't mention it. I think that is because you have right qualifications and nice personality.
Thanks again. I will start on next Monday. I am sure I will have good performance.
I agree.
Excuse me, are you Mrs. Green from England?
Yes, I am.
I'm pleased to meet you, Mrs. Green. My name is Myra. I work in Beijing Institute of Technology. I came here to meet you.
How do you do?
How do you do?
It's kind of you to meet me at the airport.
Welcome to Beijing. Is this your first time in China?
No, I have visited China several times, but it's my first visit to Beijing and I think it's a great honor to be invited to your beautiful city.
It's our pleasure to have you here. I hope you will have a pleasant stay here.
Thank you. I'm sure I will have a wonderful time here.
Mr. White, I would like to give you notice that I will be leaving the company. It will be effective at the beginning of the next month.
Jessica, I am very sorry to hear that. Why are you leaving?
I've been offered another job with higher salary. And it also gives me the opportunity of promotion.
Oh, if you had talked to me first, we would have given you a raise.
You are really a good employer, Mr. White, and I am very lucky to have such a good boss like you. But this new job is more in my field of interest training. It's something I have always wanted.
Okay, good luck, Jessica. By the way, if you ever need a letter of recommendation, I would be happy to write one for you.
Nice to meet you, sir. I come from New Times Clothes Company. We learned that your exhibits on the trade fair in Shanghai this month were marvelous. Would you please quote the price?
Before we discuss the price, may I ask you what kind of exhibits you are interested in?
Your summer clothes for white collar and men's jackets.
Can you give us a rough idea of the quantity you require? It is generally known that the price varies according to the quantity.
That is to say, 10,000 sets for the one of white collar and 5,000 for men's jackets.
In that case, our offer for the white collar series is US $200, and the other is US $300 per set.
Do you quote CIF or FOB?
We usually quote on a CIF basis and a commission of 5% for you. You will find our price is most competitive.
What are your terms of payment?
Letter of credit at site.
Another question. Could you tell me the earliest possible time of shipment?
Within a month after your letter of credit reaches us.
Well, I got all the point. All the decision will be made since I get the approval from my supervisor.
Okay, I expect you to accept our general terms and conditions of trade. We believe that through our cooperation, large transactions will be brought to speedy conclusion.
We're having a department meeting at 10 o'clock, okay?
That's fine. I need to pick up some stationery, a stapler, scissors, files. Who should I see about that?
See Julie, the receptionist. She knows where all that stuff is kept. You might like a calendar for your desk. She can give you one of those too.
Thanks. I need to make a few photocopies.
The photocopier is near my office. Come on, I'll show you where it is.
Do you enjoy working in this office?
Yes, I do. Everyone's really friendly. Sometimes, I wish I worked outdoors more, especially during the summer.
What's usually discussed at the department meetings?
We usually tell each other where we are with various clients and potential clients. The boss assigns extra duties to people who she thinks can best deal with them. It's also a chance to put forward Sue.
Is this the workshop to prepare for an interview?
This is the interview class. Welcome to our class.
I am really excited to be taking this workshop so that I can get ready for my interview next week.
We are all learning things that will help us in our interview. What do you think are some important considerations going into your interview?
I think that we should dress neatly and appropriately.
Yes. Second, as you can imagine, attitude and friendliness go a long way.
Yes, and I always feel much better when I am friendly.
Believe it or not, the interviewers are as interested in your questions as they are in your answers.
Any more hints as to what I should do in an interview?
Always be honest with your answers. The interviewers really do want to know if you will be a good fit for them.
You know that this job requires frequent business travel. Can you accept it?
Yes, I can.
Mostly short business trips, but sometimes long ones are also needed.
Then how about the expenses during the trips?
The company will pay all the expenses.
Would you tell me where we often travel?
Usually Shanghai, Qingdao, Hong Kong and so on.
It's great. I like these places.
And you need to go abroad once in a while. Can you?
Yes, I can.
After the business trip, you could apply for reimbursement of all the expenses, such as passage money and accommodation charges and so on.
I see.
You can take a break for 1 or 2 weeks after you have a business trip every time, which depends on the circumstances.
Okay, thank you very much for telling me all these things.
Which of the steps are you focusing on in brand growth? Awareness, understanding, acceptance, or loyalty?
We're working on different steps in different areas. For example, our Colbert line is thriving in American markets. We've already reached the loyalty stage. In Asia, however, it's a different story. Most people haven't even heard of Colbert, so we're working on awareness through a lot of product launches and related activities.
What are you doing to increase understanding in the European sector?
Understanding comes from product differentiation. We get that through product demonstration, literature, expert testimonials, and the like.
I think I've got a virus on my computer. Do you know how to get rid of it? I haven't had one before.
I'm afraid not. Why don't you call the help desk? Someone there will be able to help you.
Have you got the number? I'll call them right now. I see by your resume that you have been working?
Yes, I have worked for 4 years with a Canadian company.
Tell me what you know about our company, please.
Well, Mark Smith, who was the first president, founded the company in Ottawa in 1955. It has $1.5 billion in capital. It employs 8,000 people, and it is the largest company in its field in Canada.
What do you know about our major products and our share of the market?
Your company's products are mostly marketed in Canada and the United States, but particularly have sold very well here in China. So I think in the future you'll find China to be a profitable market as well.
What made you decide to change your job?
Because I want to change my working environment and seek new challenges.
Do you like this job?
Yes, I like it very much.
What do you think is the most important qualification for a salesperson?
I think it is confidence in himself and his products.
I agree with you. Do you have any questions to ask about this job?
Yes, I'd like to know something about the salary.
I think the starting salary for a salesperson is between 1,500 to 2,000 yuan. But the specific number will be determined according to your sales.
When can I get the final decision?
We cannot reach a final decision until we have talked to all of the other 5 applicants. Anyhow, we'll contact you within this month. All right, nice meeting you. Goodbye.
Nice meeting you, too. Goodbye.
Your PC is so amazing. Are you doing trade on internet?
Thank you for your compliment. I bought this PC with my first month salary. I am getting to know the online trade.
I'm wondering if you often trade with others on the internet.
Yes, I often do business through internet now.
Oh, really? Is it a good way?
Yes, very gorgeous. Sometimes, I can deal with my business without stepping out of our house.
What advantages does it have?
Firstly, it is convenient. And secondly, it has low cost, because you know you only need to pay the fee of internet service.
I agree with you. It will cost too much when going abroad to join the exhibition.
The most important is that it is very convenient. You know you can browse the website and send emails to your customers at any time. Even you can have e-contract with your regular customers.
So cool. If we do business through other ways, it will cost a lot of time.
Sure, but every coin has 2 sides. Doing business through the internet is not as safe as doing business through traditional ways.
Will you give me some suggestion?
Of course, such as Alibaba, which is a famous website.
Thank you. Maybe I will do business through internet in the future.
Excuse me, sir? I'm afraid this is a no-smoking area.
What's that?
I'm sorry, sir. Smoking is not permitted in this area.
Oh, sorry. I'll put it out. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to interview me.
Hi there, I'm Bill Gotcha, the owner of Gotcha Enterprises. Did you find your way here okay?
Your assistant gave wonderful directions.
Why are you switching jobs at this point in your career?
Our company is moving overseas and I wish to stay in the United States.
What are you best at?
I am good at organizing systems that have been having problems.
What is your biggest challenge in terms of skills?
I don't like to sit around and so like to always find things to do to keep myself busy.
That is good to hear.
I call this meeting to order. Thank you all in attendance today. I know it's a busy day for you all. We have a lot of material to cover today. Did everyone get an agenda?
I need a copy of the agenda. Also, may I suggest something? I know we have many points to review today, but would it be possible to limit our meeting time to finish before 4 o'clock? Many of us still have a mountain of work to do before the day's end.
We should be able to finish everything up before then. Let's run through the major points first, and see where we're at. The first matter of business is to approve the minutes of our last meeting.
I propose we accept the minutes.
Good. Do I have a second?
I second.
Motion carried. Now, next on our agenda is our budget review. Margaret, can you please fill us in on where the budget review stands?
I gave everyone a copy of the manual last week. We've had the review board going over everything, and they have come up with a final review. Here's a copy for everyone. And if you have any questions, you can talk to me after the meeting. Basically, the budget review has been completed, with maybe a few polishing details left.
What kind of action is required?
If everyone could take a look at the final review handout. If there are any objections or corrections, let me know. Next week, we can cast the final approval.
I am waiting for a fax, but just now I found there's something wrong with the fax machine.
What's wrong with the fax machine? Is it urgent?
Yes, very urgent. And there is no other fax machine around. And the office of our boss is closed, so I cannot use his machine either. And his secretary is out. Do you have any suggestion?
Either call this extension number 0085 or ask them to send the fax to you as email. You print it out.
Hello. May I speak to Mr. Baker, please?
Hold on a second, please. I'll see if he's in. I'm sorry. Mr. Baker had just gone out. Who's calling?
This is Jones. Can I leave a message?
Yes, certainly. What's that?
Please tell him to call Mr. Baker at the Grand Restaurant. It's urgent.
Okay. I'll have Mr. Baker call you as soon as he comes back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It says here that you graduated from Beijing Normal University with a major in English language and literature.
Right. Then you may think that I am not fit for this job according to my educational background.
Yes.
But I want to be a tour guide very much because I like traveling and meeting various kinds of people. So I took an evening course at the Tourism School of Beijing after graduation and I have gotten a qualification certificate.
So you must be an extrovert?
Yes, I always enjoy being with a group of people and chatting with them.
What do you think are the responsibilities of a tourist guide?
A tourist guide must be responsible for arranging and coordinating tour activities, and offering service of transportation, accommodation, sightseeing, shopping and entertainment.
Don't you consider it a hard work?
Hard but interesting, I think.
Have you any experience as a tourist guide?
Yes, I usually guided foreign tourists around Beijing when I was in university.
Have you ever learned any other foreign languages other than English?
Yes, I have learned a little French and Japanese as well.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.